Hello and welcome to the EIP Student Orientation for ELICOS students. If you're studying English at EIP, this is the orientation process. We'll be going through some information today and making sure you are well aware of what you need to do to be a successful student at EIP. As part of orientation, at some point you'll be receiving the following documents. There will be an orientation checklist so that you know exactly what information has been discussed today. You'll also get some important information about your course and a calendar, and you will be receiving a student ID card. As part of enrolling at EIP, there are other documents that we need to take care of as well. There is the USI, or Unique Student Identifier. This is a number that you must have if you wish to study in Australia. EIP can organise this USI for you, and you will need that to receive any type of award or certificate in the Australian education system. You also need to complete the student orientation form. This allows EIP to collect all of your contact details and record them in our system. EIP will also be sending you important information in the form of our student handbook. This handbook has the answers to many questions that you'll no doubt have and is a good reference tool for information about studying in Australia and life on the Gold Coast. Also included in the handbook, information on EIP's policies and procedures, things like refunds, complaints and other types of issues that may arise during your enrolment. It talks about the ability to give feedback on your experience here at EIP. It gives information about our code of conduct and how the school's fee system works. Probably most important of all is at the base of the handbook you'll find all of our contact information. So if you're looking for EIP's phone number, email address or website, that is the place to look. With student support, EIP is intending to make your time here in Australia and at the school an enjoyable one. And to do that, we need to make sure that you understand you are fully supported and we are standing by to help you with any situation that comes up. As far as the student support goes, EIP is there to answer general questions, but also help you to manage various issues connected with your academic and immigration situation. All you need to do is talk to one of our counsellors and they will give you advice or point you in the right direction for where you can get the answers to your questions. Please understand that EIP is here to help and supporting you is of our utmost importance. EIP's staff is very experienced and the staff cover two areas of the business. We have, of course, the teachers and the trainers and assessors. Most of our teachers have been here quite a long time, so that's good news for you as a student, as it means you get highly qualified and well experienced teachers who have the latest in qualifications and education. The other part of EIP staff are, of course, the administration and sales and marketing team. These guys are here to help you navigate your way through your course from the administration side of the business. So when it comes to things like payments, enrolment issues, course dates, and things like promotions, these are the people who will be in contact with you. EIP has been around since 2001, and the school is one of the oldest on the Gold Coast. We originally started delivering English courses, and that has developed into ELICOS courses, which of course includes General English, IELTS and EAP. On the other side of the educational business, we have the VET courses. VET courses are vocational education and training courses that are designed to help you with your career. Many students who start in the English section of the school eventually go on to study one of the VET courses we have on offer here. EIP has a strong commitment to our students. It's very important that we do our best to deliver the best education we possibly can. And to do that, we ensure that all of our training is of a high quality, we have modern facilities, and we're creating a positive learning environment. And again, our trainers are well experienced and very qualified. Our job is basically to ensure you can reach the heights you need to as far as your courses are concerned, and that you can essentially be a successful EIP student. From students, we also require a commitment, and that essentially means about making sure that you're doing the right thing here as far as study goes, but you're also respecting others. What we expect from students is simply to do the right thing and follow various guidelines that we have, as most schools do. Some of those guidelines perhaps are living around the Gold Coast. It's important that you're close to the school. You do your best to complete all of your studies. You're working hard in class, submitting your own work, and then other things like checking your email daily, respecting others, especially students and EIP staff, and of course you're following the various procedures that include paying your fees on time as well. If you've got any doubts about what you should be doing as a student, it's a simple matter of asking your teacher or the support staff, and they'll be happy to guide you in that area. Unfortunately, at times some students are unable to follow the rules and do the right thing at school, so it's important that you understand there can be some consequences to those actions. Those consequences can include counselling sessions with senior teaching staff, possibly an intention to cancel your enrolment, and other such disciplinary measures. Most students get through their courses without too much trouble at all, and hopefully you'll be of that group. Contact details, very important while you're here at EIP as a student. We need to make sure we have your most up-to-date contact details. So from you so far, we have of course your email address, your phone number, and your residential address. If you change any of those details, it's very important that you tell EIP immediately so that we can update your information on our computer system. Email is the most popular way for the school to contact you. So whether it's an email from your teacher, support staff, or administration staff, it's very important that you're checking your email every day. When it comes to working on a student visa, you need to make sure that you're aware of the various conditions there. You are indeed allowed to work if you are holding a student visa, but there are certain limitations because essentially you are here in Australia to study. The work component of your time here in Australia is simply to help you with the cost of living. When it comes to the actual restriction, essentially you cannot work more than 40 hours in any 2 consecutive weeks while you are studying. For example, if in your first week you work 10 hours, the second week you can work 30 hours, and then the next week you would be limited to 10 hours. A good rule or guide is simply 20 hours a week. Now, of course, when you're on holidays or between courses, you can work an unlimited amount of hours per week. For holidays, while you're studying English, essentially each study term is 11 weeks long, and that is then followed by a 2-week holiday period where there are no English classes. EIP also closes over Christmas and New Year, and of course during those holiday periods you can work an unlimited amount of hours. For information on the Gold Coast, it's back to the student handbook. Inside the handbook you'll find all sorts of details about living here in Surfers Paradise and the surrounding suburbs. Some of the information that is included concerns the cost of everyday life, finding accommodation, public transport, how to get help and support for various issues, the details for contacting government bodies, legal and medical services, and there's also information in there about Australian customs and culture. The English courses that EIP currently delivers are all part of the ELICOS system. Some of the positives of learning through the ELICOS system is that it gives you fun and interesting face-to-face classes. Also, the classes themselves are meant to be a relaxed environment so that you can really enjoy your experience when you're with other students and of course your teacher. Remember that your teacher is highly experienced. and well qualified. So he's able to ensure that your time in class is an enjoyable and a productive one. The classes themselves also provide you with a good place for you to practice and improve your English while offering support at the same time. Our teachers are very passionate about helping students improve. We want you to not only enjoy studying English at EIP, but also to level up and improve your various skills. It's important that you become confident with English and that you're not afraid to use it in any type of situation. The teachers are there to answer your questions and to guide you, but also to make English fun and help you to learn many ways of learning English language skills. For students, it's very important that you are attending classes. The best way to improve your English at a steady rate is to make sure you are in class as much as possible. When in the classroom, it's important that you join the class activities and that you actively participate in any type of exercise that is ongoing inside the class. Once you finish class and you're at home, take the time to go over the content and review any areas that you studied for the day. It's very important that you're using and studying English in and out of the classroom every day. And of course, don't forget to have fun. Class sessions, at the moment, EIP is offering a 5-day English course, which is essentially Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. There's a 15-minute break in there as well. Some students choose to study the 2.5-day course. This is normally Wednesday to Friday. Wednesday and Thursday classes start at 8:30 and go through to 5 p.m. with multiple breaks during those days. Finally, there's a Friday session from 8:30 to 12:30. For those people who are studying at EIP on a student visa, attendance is an important element of your enrolment. Attendance is compulsory for all English students on a student visa, and at EIP your attendance is recorded daily. Maximum attendance is of course encouraged, but the absolute minimum is 80%, and you also need to make sure that you're maintaining your course progress by being successful in the various tests and activities that you'll do during your enrolment. If you're able to maintain attendance and progress, you'll be meeting your student visa requirements. Very important to remember that if you do go under that 80% attendance requirement, you are putting your enrolment and your student visa at risk. When it comes to your classes, the content itself changes every week and there's a brand new topic from week to week. And the good news is it doesn't matter which week you start in, whether it's week 1 or week 6, it's very easy to join the class and get involved with whatever the content may be. Class levels at EIP include elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate and advanced, and of course we also have the IELTS classes. When it comes to testing, during your enrolment, you'll be tested on speaking, listening, reading and writing, and there is a test in week 5 and week 10 of the 11-week term. If you are able to pass both of those tests, it means that you are eligible to move up to the next level. For students who are keen to change levels, as I mentioned, the best way to move up is to pass both the week 5 and week 10 tests. Alternatively, if you score quite high in one of those tests, you can always discuss the matter with your teacher and they can best suggest whether or not it's appropriate for you to move up or remain in your current level. Test scoring is done using letters, and to successfully pass the reading, listening, speaking or writing parts of the test, you need to score a C or higher. A C is 65 to 74%. If you're able to score a C in 3 of those 4 skills, then you have successfully completed the complete test. As far as keeping your student visa goes, as we mentioned, attendance is very important. So make sure you're attending at least 80%, but again, it is suggested you attend as much as you possibly can and stay closer to 100%. The other point to remember is, of course, your course progress. Those test results become quite important. Ideally, students who are passing the majority of their tests and moving up in level have no course progress issues. As mentioned before, if those two elements are not maintained, as in attendance and progress, you may have issues maintaining your enrolment at EIP and your student visa. Some tips for the classroom. Very important that you're using English in class and that you're doing that as much as you can. So don't be shy, speak up, and don't worry about mistakes. It's also very important that you ask questions. If something is unclear, you're confused, or you simply are curious about something, ask all the questions you want. They're very valuable to your teacher as they help your teacher focus on what you need to work on, as do mistakes. So don't worry about making mistakes, just go for it and let your teacher help you with any issues that are persistent. And of course, the very important thing is to have fun while you're doing that. Tips for outside the classroom, of course, include using English as much as possible, so every day is the best way to go. Reading English books is also very helpful, as much reading as you can possibly do, whether it's a newspaper, a magazine, or even the internet. And of course, try to choose topics that you're interested in, as it makes it more enjoyable and effective. Whatever you learn in class, try that out with other students when you're outside the classroom, or even with English-speaking friends. Writing a daily English diary is also a great way to improve your diary and your writing skills. And of course, listening to music and singing along with the words can also help you with your English. And remember, when it comes to studying English outside of school, daily short study sessions are much better than 1 or 2 really long ones. That's the end of the orientation for ELICOS students. So again, if you're an English student at EIP, I hope that information has been helpful. And remember a couple of important things. If you don't understand something at school and you need a little bit of guidance, make sure you talk to your teacher or the support staff. And remember to enjoy your classes and to ask questions and forget about mistakes. Enjoy your time in class and good luck at EIP.